It is time for a Q&A. First, I want to cover some basics. A lot of new people here, so it has to be done. First of all, hi, I'm Petko and I'm from Croatia. I saw a lot of comments, where are you from, where are you from, where are you from? It is a small country in Europe, just Google it and you will see where it is. And I live in a town called Koprivnica. And one of the most common questions that I see in my videos are, what's up with the devil, the centipede, the Scolopendra, the honey centipede? If you haven't seen it, I made an enclosure. I made one brief feeding video in that new enclosure, and since then I only have seen it once. It is always somewhere in that enclosure. It probably made a hole, but I can't really see where exactly, and I have no idea where it is. I just throw in a male dubia roaches inside, and next morning I find only wings. So that means it is alive and it is eating, but I can't really update you because I can't record it. So that's why there is no new devil video. Next thing, what's up with Hamster? I changed the substrate because I saw a lot of you are commenting that substrate is bad. He got nice piece of cork bark for his hide, and I got him a bottle for water and the wheel for him, and he's constantly running in it. Once I start making enclosure for him, I will make an update. And also in last video a lot of people were asking about mites and what's up with that. I decided to remove the substrate and to keep them on bare bottom, so only egg crates, and once there is offspring I will just transfer the offspring in new enclosure. Once there is offspring and once I do that, there will be an update video, no worries. And also every now and then I see comments regarding my pants, not these exact pants but similar, like red ones. People think that these are boxers, but no, these are proper pants. I wear them outside, everybody here in Croatia wears them. I don't see why, I don't understand why it is so confusing for you. It's just normal stuff here. Now to the actual Q&A. How do you keep track of all your feeding schedules of your animals? I feed all tarantulas once a week, so there is no need to track that. I just feed it on weekends and that's it. When I have some fresh fruit or vegetable, I just put it in crab enclosure, and every now and then I give him a roach or just anything random that he eats. He eats everything. That is also the time when I'm feeding my roach colonies. I just give them vegetables or fruits 2 or 3 times a week. When I remember, it's not that important. Assassin bugs I feed like 2 times a week. Ants and frogs every other day. Majority is once a week, so no need for special tracking. Show us your girlfriend, we want to meet her. It was actually really briefly in one shot in one older video, so if you watched all of my videos, you maybe saw her. Have you ever had a spider escape? Technically yes, when I was rehousing Balfouris, and that's even on the video. And I also had Heterotella villosella, I think it's the species name. I had 6 slings in a communal setup, and I transferred them in a CD enclosure, but the holes were apparently big enough for few to squeeze out. There is a lot of questions in this comment. What will be your goal in the future? If it's regarding this channel, increasing the collection, increasing the quality of videos, getting special animal room, huge animal room where I can make a nice display of much bigger collection than this one is, and ultimately, whatever. I want to go to exotic places and find tarantulas in wild. And not only tarantulas, but all the animals that we are keeping here. So we will be able to see how it really is in the nature. I mean, we have documentary movies, but I think that they aren't really showing the real picture of nature. Everything is edited and altered for a proper video, but I would like to show it as real as it is. So yeah, that is like the end goal, but there is a bunch of smaller goals on the way. Are you going to make a flightless fruit fly care video? Maybe in the future. Are you going to make a dart frog care video? Probably. How is the hamster? I answered that. More importantly, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Are you going to any more expos? Yes, in next month it's Terra Plaza, and I will be getting a lot, and I mean a lot of new additions there. All the money that I got in last month and this month on Patreon will be spent on Terra Plaza, on new editions and stuff for enclosures. Really exciting. I never had the chance to really spend any significant amount of money on any expo. Just few tarantulas and that would be usually it. Do you have a favorite tarantula? Not really, no, it's really hard to pick just one. Really hard. Favorite beginner species? The all-time winner is Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, the green bottle blue. Definitely the best tarantula that every collection should have. Favorite YouTuber? I met Daniel in real life, the Tarantula Dan, and he's a really nice person. I really enjoy watching Casey Neistat. His videos influenced my videos a lot. And I really enjoy watching King of DIY. Even it is about aquarium hobby, he makes really entertaining videos, and one day I will probably also get a fish tank. I also watch Spider-Man's videos sometimes, and Nick from Trainer Tips, and I watch PewDiePie a lot. Those are the ones that I watch regularly, but I watch a bunch of them every now and then, depending on how much free time I have. Why do sling tarantulas need smaller enclosures? I also noticed that a lot of people that are uninformed, when they watch my videos, especially Feeding the Devil video, they are commenting how it is cruel to keep tarantulas in small enclosures like these. But the fact is, in nature, tarantulas live in small, tight holes. They don't go out and venture outside to stretch their legs or anything like that. They just sit in their hole and wait for prey to approach. So tarantula sees a small cup as its comfortable hole, and that is also the main reason why when you open the enclosure and tarantula is really settled in, she will never go outside. I mean, even if it goes outside, at slight disturbance, it will go back inside and crawl even more inside. That's why you can usually just open the enclosures and usually they won't go outside because they feel safe in a tight hole. Their exoskeleton is not really hard and they are actually really exposed to other bigger predators. That's why they feel safe when they are inside their hole. And the question continues, why can't I just put sling tarantula in big enclosures so that I don't have to rehouse them again? You can, but it's much harder to feed and keep track of it if it's small in big enclosure. It can be done, but it is much easier to keep it in smaller cup and just rehouse it when it outgrows it. What do you know about Portugal? I know that they kicked Croatia in last World or European Cup? In last football cup. After Croatia beat Spain, we got kicked out by Portugal. And we were really pissed about it. Marvel or DC? I prefer the DC characters, but Marvel does better movies. I was really expecting that Suicide Squad will be amazing video, but it turned out to be, for me, huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. How long have you been collecting all of these exotic specimens? A little bit more over 3 years, but I've been fan of creepy crawlers all my life. Can you address the elephant in the room, the guitar? Yeah, I suck at it. They say it's not time to graduate. It's time to procrastinate. Not time to procreate. It's the time to masturbate. Yes, the earthquake. That is also the most common question in Feeding the Devil video. People are wondering what if earthquake happens. We don't have them here. Do you feed your scorpion at night or during the day? I usually feed all the animals at night, so at night it is. A lot of Bob references in the comments. Bob is really an asshole. What's your regular job? I work at surveying office. I measure houses and then draw that in the AutoCAD. The most basic explanation. And also a lot of comments on how channel is growing like crazy. Yeah, I'm also amazed. Feeding the Devil, the best video title ever. Why do a lot of your tanks have mites? Majority of my tanks, not including the roaches, in majority of them I add springtails, so people are confusing them for mites. Springtails are actually really good to have in your enclosure, in moist enclosures, because they eat fungi, mold and prey remains, so they maintain the enclosure. Will you ever get a lizard? And how can I start collecting tarantulas? Just research how to keep tarantulas and get one. Really easy. On next Terra Plaza I plan to get a gecko, probably crested gecko, but I don't know. So yeah, that will be my first reptile. When will you be doing a collar with someone? I guess that means collaboration. I plan to do a collaboration with Daniel, the Tarantula Dan, like a year ago. Actually now he sent me the footage that I'm supposed to edit, but I just don't have time. Sorry Daniel, I will do it soon. I promise. I promise. Can you get a new edition? Snails? Probably. Yeah, probably. You should get a huntsman spider. Definitely I should get a huntsman spider. I hope it will be Heteropodal lunula. I want to get that one first. Where do you get your spiders? What store site? Majority of my collection comes from local breeders from my country. Some of them I bought on the expos, but I can suggest you a shop where you can get them depending on where you live. If you're from US, I recommend Jamie's Tarantulas. If you're from UK, I recommend the Spider Shop from UK. And if you're from Europe, you can order from Spider's World from Poland. What is the difference between new and old world tarantulas? Really easy. New world tarantulas are from North and South America, and from all the rest of the world are old world tarantulas. How long should I wait before getting an intermediate species or an old world species? It all comes down to you, and if you actually feel comfortable working with fast and highly venomous tarantulas. There is no real rule, but it is fact that some people should really never keep an old world tarantula because they are not responsible enough. So yeah, it's up to you when you feel ready. What is in your opinion the best low light plants to use in terrarium? I think it's called photos. I will write it on the video, but it's this. It's this plant. What do you like best about keeping inwards? Majority of species are really easy to keep, actually, and they are super low maintenance when you compare it to any other pet. They are quiet and they don't really make a mess, but of course you can't really compare them with classic pets like cats or dogs because they are really completely different type. But for someone who can't really keep some classic pet, invertebrates are really awesome because you can keep something, you can care for it, and it can actually be on your shelf, not taking much space. Even if you don't have enough time, you can always find enough time to maintain one or two tarantulas. What's the camera you use? There's the link in the description of all my gear, so feel free to check it out. You look almost exactly like Gordon Freeman. You're not the first one who told me that. Desi Hrvat, odličan si, pozdrav iz Srbije. Pozdrav I tebi. Can you answer my Instagram DM? Since this channel starts growing, my Facebook and Instagram inbox is getting really spammed by messages and I just can't keep up with it. So sorry if I don't respond to your messages. I just don't have enough time to do that. Sorry. I really would like to know if you feed mice and other small vertebrates to your tarantulas. Short answer, no. Long answer, even though I know it is a natural thing and it is just a regular food chain, tarantulas will sometimes in nature catch a mice or something like that. I personally never did it and I will never do it. Main reason, it is unnecessary. Tarantulas are just fine eating cockroaches and other invertebrates. So it is a fact that you don't need to feed them with mice. And my personal opinion, it is cruel. When you feed tarantulas with roaches, roaches don't have a brain like mammals do. From our understanding, they don't feel pain or stress or panic like we do. But mice, they feel pain and they feel stress. Why would you like to do that? Why would you like to see mice suffer like that? I know people do it, but really, why? And if anyone tells you that they are doing it to vary tarantulas' diet, no, they are doing it for their own entertainment. I will never approve that. Have you ever been bitten or stung before by your pets? Nope. This is a funny one. If you could be a tarantula for a day, what type would you be? What type? You mean what species? I would probably like to be a some Petzoteria because they are fabulous. Are you ever going to have a Brazilian wandering spider? That is actually probably the only spider that I'm still not comfortable keeping. Probably once I get a special room for animals, probably I will get it, but not sure. They are mean little machines. Killing machines. Do people you interact with that are not into collecting tarantulas think you are crazy? Depends on the people. There is a lot of mean and sad people in this world and they will just generally think that you're crazy for whatever you're doing, especially if you are doing something that it is not considered normal. So I really don't care what others think. I mean, they will think that I'm crazy for whatever, so why would I care? It's their loss. How important is to keep a constant temperature for your animals? Well, it depends on the animals, I guess, but all animals in my collection can easily live on normal room temperature, so I don't have any special needs for them. I mean, they don't have any special needs regarding the temperature. I don't know for other species, but these that I have are really easy and not that hard. And I think I will end it here. If there are some other questions that you would like to ask, there will be some Q&A video in the future, of course. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon, so make sure to check that out. I upload on Monday and Friday, so see you again soon. Bye!